Shabbat Shalom, and welcome to another edition of the East Northport Jewish Center Shabbat Supplementary video series. I'm your co-host, Chazan Stephen Walvick, along with Rabbi Ian Silverman. We will be providing you with some tefillot, some prayers, some Torah, some Bible study, a sermon, who knows what else. And with it, you can hopefully enhance your at-home Shabbat experience with some thoughtful discussion and some interesting melodies. This week is Parshat Shmini, which deals with the dedication of the tabernacle, the aftermath thereof. In the Haftara, we deal with David's bringing of the ark into the city of Jerusalem and what kind of shenanigans goes on there, as we discover that sometimes it's good to dance like no one's watching. So we're going to start with a prayer for healing, Na Refa Na. As always, all the links to the texts which we will be using shall be found in the description below. Na Refa Na, 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 Na Refa Na. With that, we'll move on to El Adon, about the majesty of God's creation, to be found in our Siddur, page 108 of the Sim Shalom Shabbat edition. We're going to have a little bit of a nigun at the beginning and the end. A nigun is a wordless melody, so even if you don't know the words, you can hum along and sing like no one's listening. Yanai na 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 ya na 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 ya na 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 ya na 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 ya na 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 ya na 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 ya na 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 El Adon al kol ha'ma'asim baruch u'mvorach v'fi kol neshama gadlo v'tuvo malei olam da'at u'tfuna sov v'imoto hamitka'el chayot ha'kodesh v'neder b'chavod al ha'merkava zachut mishor lifnei chiso chesed v'rachamim lifnei chavodo Tobi me'orot shebara Eloheinu yetzaram b'da'at v'vina ufaskel koach ugvura natan bahem liyot moshlim b'kerev tevel meleim ziv umfikim nogana ezivam b'chol ha'olam semechim b'tzeitam v'sasim b'voam hosim b'hem ha'retzon konam Pe'er v'chavod notnim lishmot zohol verina lezecher malchuto kara lashemesh vayizrach ora v'hitkin sorat levana shevach notnim lo kol seva marom tif eret ugedula serafim v'yofanim v'chayot hakodesh Yanai na 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 yanai na na yanai na 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 yanai na 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 sing along yanai na 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 yanai na 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 yanai na na yanai na 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 yanai na 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 yanai na 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 na. And with that, it's my pleasure to introduce my co-clergy, Rabbi Ian Silverman. Rabbi.
Thank you very much, Chazan, for that beautiful introductory hymn. We're now ready for the Torah reading. We're going to be reading from Parshat Shmini this Shabbat. Parshat Shmini comes from chapter 9, chapter 9 through chapter 10, verse 11, in the beginning triennial sections that we're going to be reading from today. The Parsha of Shmini in general is an interesting transition because it transitions from the purity and the sacrificial procedures that are incumbent upon the priests, some of their restrictions, into some of the expectations for the people of Israel in general as a holy nation and a kingdom of priests to themselves apply to themselves, which is their dietary restrictions. The first section has to do with the consecration of Aaron HaKohen, Aaron the priest, Moses his brother, with great pomp and circumstance, after a 7-day consecration with recruitment and sin and whole offerings that happened for 7 days before that with the help of Moses. On the 8th day, Aaron himself partakes of these and does these offerings, and at that time he is fully and completely consecrated. This is a magic moment for Aaron HaKohen, an acme in his career as he launches himself into his kahuna, his priestly duties, but is unfortunately also accompanied concomitantly with a great tragedy in that his sons bring a strange incense offering before God and are struck down. Some of the reasons for that are unclear. We'll have something to say about that in our my sermon comments following. But for now, we'll do the Sedra. That section will be read. The section having to do with the importance of kashrut law will take place in the second section of the Torah reading, which we will not be reading from this Shabbat. We now continue with the reading. Chapter 9, verse 1, which you can find in your Etz Hayyim on page 630, if you're using that. Leviticus chapter 9, if you have a Chumash with you that isn't Etz Hayyim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu mitzotav v'tzivanu la'asok b'divrei Torah. Vayehi bayom hashmini kara Moshe le'Aaron lebanav leziknei Yisrael. Vayomer el Aaron kach lecha egel ben bakar lechatat ve'ilonat tmimim ve'akreb lipnei Adonai. Ve'el bnei Yisrael tdaber lemor kechos iriseim lachatat ve'egel v'cheves bnei shana tmimim la'ola le'olam v'shor vayel nishlamim lizboach lipnei Adonai u'mincha b'shamen ki hayom Adonai nira aleichem vayikru et asher tzipah Moshe el pnei oel moed vayikrevu kol ha'eda v'yamdu lipnei Adonai Vayomer Moshe zeh hadavar asher tzivah Adonai ta'asu vayere aleichem kevod Adonai Vayomer Moshe el Aaron kirav el hamizbeach v'yaseh et chatatcha v'et olatecha v'chaper betcha v'adam v'yaseh et korbanam v'chaper b'adam kasher tzivah Adonai vayikra Aaron el hamizbeach v'yishchat et egel hachatat asher lo v'yakribu bnei Aaron et adam elav v'yitbol etzbo b'adam v'yiten al konot hamizbeach ואת האדם יצק אל יסוד המזבח, ואת החלב ואת הכליות ואת היותרת מן הכבד מן החטאת יתיר המזבחה, כאשר ציווה אדוני את משה, ואת הבשר ואת האור שר הפש מחוץ למחנה, וישחט את עולה וימציאו בני אהרון אליו את הדם ויזרקהו על המזבח סביב ואת העולה ימציאו אליו לנתחיה ואת הראש ויקטר על המזבח וירחץ את הקרב ואת הקרעים ויקטר על העולה המזבחה ויקרב את קורבן העם ויקח את שעיר החטאת של העם וישחטהו ויחטאהו כראשון ויקרב את העולה ויעשה כמשפט ויקרב את המנחה וימלך אפו ממנה ויקטר על מזבח מלבד עולת הבוקר וישחט את השור ואת העיל זבח הסלמים אשר לעם וימציאו בני אהרון את הדם אליו ויזרקהו על המזבח סביב ואת החלבים מן השור מן העיל העלייה והמכסה ואת הכליות ויותר את הכבד וישימו את החלבים על החזות ויקטר החלבים המזבחה ואת החזות ואת שוק הימים הניף אהרון תנופה לפני אדוני כאשר ציווה משה ויישא אהרון את ידיו ואל המברכם וירד מעשות החטאת מהעולה והשלמים ויבוא משה ואהרון אל אוהל מועד ויצאו ויברכו את העם וירא כבוד אדוני אל כל העם ותצא אש לפני אדוני ותאכל על המזבח את העולה ואת החלבים וירא כל העם וירונו ויפלו על פניהם ויקחו בני אהרון נדב ואביהו איש מחתתו ויתנו בהם אש וישימו עליה קטורת ויקריבו לפני אדוני אש שרה אשר לא ציווה אותם ותצא אש לפני אדוני ותאכל אותם וימותו לפני אדוני ויאמר משה אל אהרון אשר דיבר אדוני לאמור בקרובי הקדש ועל פני כל העם אכבד וידום אהרון ויקרא משה אל מישאל ואל צפן בני עוזיאל דוד אהרון ויאמר עליהם קרבו שאו את אחיכם את פני הקודש אל מחוץ למחנה ויקרבו ויסעו בקטונותם אל מחוץ למחנה כאשר דיבר משה ויאמר משה אל אהרון ולאלעזר ולאיתמר בניו ראשיכם אל תפרעו ובגדיכם לא תפרמו ולא תמותו ועל כל העדה יקסוף באחיכם כל בית ישראל יבכו את השריפה של צרת אדוני ומפתח אוהל מועד לא תצאו פן תמותו כי שמן משחת אדוני עליכם ויעשו כדבר משה וידבר אדוני אל אהרון לאמור יין ושיכר אל תשתתו ובניך איתך בבואכם אל אוהל מועד ולא תמותו וקט עולם לדורותיכם ולהבדיל בין הקודש ובין החול ובין הטמא ובין הטהור ולהורות את בני ישראל את כל החוקים אשר דיבר אדוני עליהם ביד משה. And at this time, I would like to call upon our cantor, Cantor Walbeck, to explain the Haftarah and to chant it for us. Cantor?
Thank you, Rabbi. Today's Haftarah, taken from the second book of Samuel, chapter 6, verses 1 through chapter 7, verse 17, deals with another time of transition in the life of the Israelite people. David has consolidated his power as the united monarch of all of the Jewish people, and he conquered Jerusalem and wished to create a home, a central house, if you will, for God, a Beit HaMikdash, a holy place where God would be. And it's hard to overstate just how momentous a change this would be from the way Jews had been praying before, where the ark resided in a moving tabernacle that circulated among all of the tribes, and that was carried by Moses from the Sinai to the land, and everyone there was no central place, no one physical place on earth that became the most holy place. But David begins this, and it will be completed in Solomon's time when he actually builds the temple. But for that to happen, the ark needs to get into Jerusalem. And the way it gets there teaches us an important message. The journey to bringing the ark into the city of Jerusalem is one fraught with intention. It starts with the ark is riding on this cart, and one of the caretakers, his name is Uzzah, and he's guiding the cart along, and it looks like the cart's about to tip over, and he reaches out to steady the ark because he assumes it's going to fall over, and he's struck down and dies, which seems rather peculiar. All he was doing was trying to keep the ark from falling to the ground, and he's killed without rhyme, reason, or explanation. There is some trouble about how to deal with this. Was Uzzah such a bad person? Was he punished because he had evil intention? Very similar to what happened with Aaron's son Nadav and Avihu. We don't know exactly what was going on in their minds, but the one thing that does seem to stand out is that Uzzah wasn't really taking this super seriously. He saw, maybe he happened to notice that the ark was tipping over. He didn't do anything sort of before that, and it was only it's by the time it was ready to tip over, maybe by that point it was already too late, and maybe his head and his heart wasn't in the moment as they should have been. And maybe it was not for the action, but rather his intention or lack thereof, which caused Uzzah's death. And so the ark remained where it was for a number of months, and the house where it just happened to be in was blessed. And David realized, maybe it's good to have the ark again. And so he resumes, and they're much more careful this time. There's no cart. There's no. It's carried by people. Every 5 steps they stop to do some dancing and celebrating and really giving this moment the pomp and circumstance which may have been lacking in the first attempt at this transition to Jerusalem. And David danced with such joy and such abandon that he didn't really care how he looked, which is striking because his wife Michal, who was the first King Saul's daughter, sees him from afar, and he's cavorting and doing the worm or whatever he was doing, that he's dancing there in front of the ark, and she's immediately incensed, because here he is, David's looking like a fool. He's supposed to be a king. He's supposed to be regal and royal, and here he is dancing and tumbling and not caring about what he looks like. and she berates him. There's some great sarcasm in the text where Michal says, where is it? Right here. Mi nichbad hayom melech Yisrael asher nigla hayom linei amhot avadav kigalot niglot achad harekim. Didn't the king of Israel do himself honor today, exposing himself today in the sight of the slave girls of his subjects, as one of the riffraff might expose themselves? So here Michal only sees David's actions as one of flippantry, one of frivolity, and not the regal pomp for which she would have expected the king of Israel to perform. And yet, David reacts with anger. He said, "It was before the Lord who chose me instead of your father," because remember, Michal is the daughter of the deposed king, "and all his family, and appointed me ruler over the Lord's people Israel. I will dance before the Lord and dishonor myself even more and be low in my own esteem. But among the slave girls that you speak of, I will be honored." So his reaction was, I don't care how I look. I don't care if I don't appear regal or royal. I'm doing this to honor God. I'm doing this because we're having a celebration. And this is an important message for us all, because you shouldn't always worry about appearance. Here we are, where we're all stuck at home, and many of us maybe don't get out of sweatpants for more than 24 hours. And you know what? Maybe that's okay. We don't always have to be dressed in the 3-piece suit or the fancy ball gowns, though, sometimes it might be nice as a change of pace. But don't worry about that stuff. Worry about what your intention is. Your intention is to support your family. Your intention is to get through this together. And that's the important thing. And with that, I say Shabbat Shalom. And here we have the Haftara. Vayosef od David et kol bachor beYisrael shloshim aleph vayakom vayelech David v'chol ha'am asher ito miba'alei Yehuda leha'alot misham et Aron ha'Elohim asher nikra Shem Adonai Tzvaot Yoshev hakrovim alav vayarkivu et Aron ha'Elohim et agala chadasha vayisa'uhu מבית אבינדב אשר בגבעה ועוזב אחיו בני אבינדב נוהגים את עגלה חדשה וייסעוהו מבית אבינדב אשר בגבעה עם ארון האלוהים והיו הולך לפני הארון ודוד וכל בית ישראל משחקים לפני אדוני בכל עצי וראשים ובכינורות ובנבלים ובתופים ובמנענעים ובצלצלים ויבואו עד גורן נכון וישלח עוזה אל ארון אלוהים ויוחז בו כי שמעו הבקר ויחר אהב אדוני בעוזה ויכהו שם אלוהים al hashal v'yamut sham im Aron Elohim v'yechal David al asher parat Adonai peretz be'uzah v'yikra lamakom ahu peretz uzah ad hayom hazeh v'yira David et Adonai b'yom ahu v'yomer eich Yavoi lai Aron Adonai v'lo avad David lahasir elav et Aron Adonai al ir David v'yatehu David beit Oved Edom Hagiti v'yeshev Aron Adonai beit Oved Edom Hagiti 30 chadashim v'yivarech Adonai et Oved Edom ve'et kol beito v'yugad lemelech David lemor berach Adonai et beit Oved Edom et kol asher lo ba'avur Aron Elohim v'yelech David v'yal et Aron Elohim mi beit Oved Edom ir David b'simcha v'yihi ki tza'adu nosei Aron Adonai shishat tza'adim v'yizbach shor umri v'David mecharker bechol oz lifnei Adonai v'David chagur ephod bad v'David v'chol beit Yisrael ma'alim et Aron Adonai b'trua v'chol shofar v'haya Aron Adonai ba'ir David Michal bat Shaul nishkefa Chalon, vatere et hamelech David mefazez umfkarker lifnei Adonai vativez lo b'liba vayaviu et Aron Adonai vayatzigu oto b'mkomo betoch ha'ohel asher natan lo David Vaya'al David olod lifnei Adonai ushlamim Vayechal David meha'alot ha'ola v'hashlamim v'yavarech et ha'am b'shem Adonai tzvaot v'yechalek lechol ha'am lechol amon Yisrael Lemeish v'adisha leish Chalat lechem achat ve'eshpar echad v'shisha echat v'yelech kol ha'am ish lebeito v'yashov David levarech et beito v'tetzeh Michal bat Shaul likrat David v'tomer Manich bad hayom melech Yisrael asher nigla hayom le'nei amhot avadav gigalot niglot achadarikim vayomer David el Michal lifnei Adonai asher bechar bi me'avich Umikol beito letzavot oti nagid al am Adonai al Yisrael v'sichakti lifnei Adonai unkaloti od mizot v'hayiti shafal be'enai v'im ha'amahod asher amart imam ikaveda ומיכל בת שאול לא היה לה ילד עד יום מותה. ויהי כי ישב המלך בביתו, ואדוני הניח לו מסביב מכל אויביו. ויאמר המלך אל נתן הנביא, ראה נא, אנוכי יושב בבית ארזים, Va'aron ha'Elohim yoshev betoch ha'yiri'ah. Vayomer Natan el HaMelech kol asher bilvavecha lech aseh ki Adonai imach. Vayehi b'layla hahu vayehi devar Adonai el Natan lemor lech v'amar Davdi el David ko amar Adonai ha'ata tivne li vayit lishivti ki lo yashavti b'vayit lemiyom haloti et b'nei Yisrael mimitzrayim ve'ad hayom hazeh ve'ehyeh mitalech bohel uvmishkan bechol asher hitalachti bechol b'nei Yisrael hadavar dibarti el achad shivtei Yisrael asher tziviti lirot et ami et Yisrael emor lama lo v'nitem li beit arazim v'ata kotomar lavdi leDavid ko amar Adonai tzvaot ani lekachticha min hanaveh me'achar hatzon liot nagid alami al Yisrael ve'hyeh imecha bechol asher halachta ve'achrita et kol oyevecha mipanecha ve'asiti lecha shem gadol keshem gadolim asher ba'aretz v'samti makom lamil Yisrael untati v'shachan tachtav ve'lo yirgaz od ve'lo yosifu v'nei avlaha la'anoto ka'asher barishona umin hayom asher tziviti shofetim alam Yisrael v'hanichoti lecha mikol oyevecha v'higid lecha Adonai ki vayit ya'aseh lecha Adonai ki yimelu yamecha v'shachavta et ovotecha v'kamuti et zaracha acharecha asher yetze memem echa v'chachinoti et mamlachto hu yivne vayit lishmi v'chonanti et kiseh mamlachto ad olam ani yelo le'av vehu yeli leven asher beha'avoto v'hochachtiv b'shevet anashim uvnig'ei b'nei adam v'chazdi lo yasor mimenu ka'asher hasiroti mim Shaul asher hasiroti milfanecha v'ne'eman beitecha u'mamlachtecha ad olam lefanecha kis'acha yeh nachon ad olam kechol dvarim ha'ele u'chol ha'chizayon hazeh ken diber Natan el David. And with that, I turn it back over to Rabbi Ian Silverman with this Shabbat's sermon.
Beautifully chanted Chazan, and as usual, some very thoughtful comments on our Haftarah. My sermon today deals with the Sedra of the week with Parashat Shmini, and I hope that you'll keep it in mind, and also Cantor's comments for your Shabbat table tomorrow as you ponder some of the points that we brought up. I want to thank my colleague Rabbi Mark Greenspan for sparking some of the idea of this sermon. Religion doesn't provide all the answers, but it must allow for the questions. Questions all around, says the Jewish singer Craig Taubman. So many questions waiting to be found. Parshat Shmini comes wrapped and rewrapped in difficult questions. We're in a great tension with regard to that and being the Jewish people. The question having to do with Shmini, how can a terrible thing happen to young children or people, men in their prime? Other questions, why are those particular foods or particular animals forbidden or allowed? We have this great question of tension of questions as Jews. On the one hand, we expect our religion to provide the answers to all the big questions. Science, we say, can describe the phenomenon and even theorize and predict using empirical data. But it is ultimately speculative. Religion should be, if anything, giving rock-solid answers, black and white ideas when it comes to the deeper truths. How did the world come to be? Is there a God? Where is he? And what does his truth consist of? And why do good people suffer and rotten ones seem to do well sometimes? And where do we go when we die? On the other hand, we're a people who prefer the questions. And it's our religion that is a distinctive one in that it encourages people to ask questions and not know definitive answers. We prefer actually answers, a multiplicity of possible answers to things. We excel at that. In the Seder, we begin with questions. Why is it that we do this and do that, eat matzah, have maror, lounge at the end? And we're given 4 different answers in the Seder itself. We were slaves in Egypt. Before that, we were enslaved to an idolatrous idea. Before that, before we actually were slaves, it was Laban who enslaved our father Jacob, etc. And the Talmud asks thousands of questions, and some of them have no certain answers of resolution. They call that a teko, by the way. A lot of times there is a resolution, there is a majority opinion, a consensus given, but other times there is no real answer. And it's said to be a teko, meaning it's kind of a draw. It's a controversy that remains a controversy. And some note that teko can stand for the abbreviation of Tishbi Yiftar Kushyot Umachlakot, that Elijah the prophet will solve it at the time of the Mashiach. In fact, that's the reason why we have 5 cups, a 5th cup, which we don't drink from. It's actually Eliyahu's cup because he's the one who's going to decide, should we have 4, should we have 5? There are reasons for both in the Torah. Our religion gives some rock-hard answers when it comes to the right and wrong in our behavior, what we should aspire to, the values that are at its core in terms of being kind and just and compassionate. But newsflash, our religion also leaves a lot of room for questions that cannot be answered. The Parsha today is filled with unanswered questions. Nadav and Avihu, the children of Aaron, in a great day of great pomp and circumstance, decide tragically to bring a strange fire to God and are cut down in the process. Why didn't God give them a warning? We don't know. Some answer. We do know. They had chutzpah. They were taking over their dad's job. Others, they got carried away. Others, they were drunk and came to God in an inebriated state. But nobody knows exactly why. Could have just as been as well that they were trying to help their father. After all, he had brought the offerings as Moshe described. And Moshe described that God would then, the Shekhinah would dwell among them. Aaron did all of his offerings. Nothing happened. It doesn't say that God came in their midst. He came to bless the people then with Moses, and it was then that he did it. Maybe they were trying to help their father. Maybe they thought that performing that rite would make God appear. We don't know the answer. And in fact, in the Haftara, as Chazan has described this Haftara, we see a tragedy too. We read of Uzzah. That poor guy went to stabilize the Aron Kodesh, the Holy Ark, on the way. When this wagon was coming back to Yerushalayim, King David was bringing it back. He thought it was tottering, so he went to stabilize it, and he was cut down. He was struck by lightning. Why? Some seem to think that David himself got so disturbed by it that he was afraid even to bring the Aron Kodesh back. Well, some sages say we have the answers. He should have known that it was the Levite's job to carry it, not to touch it. He should have known that it would levitate. After all, it had the Ten Commandments in it. This was a kind of a magical, mystical ability to be able to steady itself. He was believing himself too close to the Aron Kodesh in another matter. And as a result of that, when he touched it, he was cut down. But Rabbi Yochanan in the Talmud throws his hands up in the air and says the following: just as the Aron Kodesh and the tablets of law flew up to heaven when the Holy Temple was destroyed by the Babylonians, never to be heard from again, so it was that Uzzah is at the hand of God on his right-hand side, holding on to that Aron Kodesh to make sure that it stays stable. In other words, Rabbi Yochanan argues that there was no fault here. In fact, there was this degree of heroism here, but a certain kind of tragedy and misfortune. There are plenty of good questions to ask. In some cases, there are simply no right answers. In some cases, things are a mystery. Moses tries to give an answer. He tells Aaron, the boys were so righteous in their death that they glorify God. That sounds a lot like some efforts that some make to comfort people who lose someone who dies prematurely. They died early because they were so good that God wanted them sooner. Cold comfort, that seems to me. I, as a rabbi, would never try to offer such a thing because it doesn't help that person in their grief. Aaron is silent because silence is very often the best answer. What do we do at Shiva? Better not to try to broach conversation with an Avil, with someone who's mourning. Better to let them say something. Better let them bring up the things that they want to bring up. Better to give the grieving emotional space. Whether they want to wail at their fate, whether or not they want to say some things that are painful in their lives, whether they want to bring up fond memories, whether they want to express the possibility that God will give them comfort. All of that really is up to them to express, not to the person visiting them. The gift of one's presence is the best that we can do. And the gift of being silent, of shutting up, of understanding that we don't have all the answers is most advised. The Lubavitcher Rebbe of blessed memory rejected answers to the Holocaust. There were many in the ultra-Orthodox community that made the case that the Holocaust happened as a result of assimilation, as a result of the sin of leaving Orthodoxy. He had one answer to the question, and he always stuck to it, and he would not go there. His answer? Only God knows. And I would add the heresy that sometimes, maybe sometimes, God can't explain it either. But God grieves too at those inexplicable misfortunes. And he holds us in his grief, hopefully, long enough to forgive whatever it was in the cosmos that made it happen, to allow us to forgive whatever it was in the cosmos that made it happen, and to begin to heal. Our tradition is wise, you see, because it asks that question, Ezehu Chacham, who is truly wise? And the answer is given, Haomer, She'eneni Yodea, the one who is able to say, I don't know. Shabbat Shalom. And at this time, I'd like to call on our Chazan to conclude with our concluding hymn of Adon Olam. Shabbat Shalom in advance.
And as we conclude today, as always, with Adon Olam, to be found on page 187 of the Sim Shalom Siddur. Again, you can find links in the description to the books online. I point out that this week, Parshat Shmini deals with the 8th day after the tabernacle was dedicated and the celebrations and the aftermath of all those events. So in honor of this 8th day, Adon Olam. Adon Olam asher malach b'terem kol yitzir nivra lid nasa v'hefso kol azay melech shemo nikra v'yacharei kichlot hakol levado yimloch nora v'hu haya v'hu hoveh v'hu yeh b'tifara v'hu echad v'en sheni leham shelo le'achbira b'li reshit b'li tachlid v'lo ha'oz v'hamisra v'hu eli v'chago ali v'tzorhev li b'etzara v'hu nisi umanos li menat kosi b'yom ekra v'yahadov kidruki b'yeshishan v'ayra v'imruchi geviati Adonai velo ira ya na 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 ya na 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 ya na 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 na. Please like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. Make a comment below on what melody you'd like to hear. Shabbat Shalom, Vorach. See you next week.